Well, hey, go blue, right? Go blue. Okay. We got. Listen, hold on. I'm looking at 3 of them right here. We got 3. You're 4 for 4. They're all 4 here.
All 4 here. Adams Wrestling. They're here to be a moral support and coach.
That's awesome. Okay. Your kids seem like best friends. What's that like having 4 boys who are best friends?
Well, best friends that fight a little bit, right? And a little, they are good. They're close. They've been close, which has been important to Lee and I. We have tight kids.
Okay. Smartest one. I was just actually talking to Zach. He seems to think Mom's the smartest one, right? He said, I don't want to get in trouble. But, you look at it, 2 guys going to Michigan. You got a son on the team right now,
right.
Another son going there. Obviously, you're wearing the pullover. It's not a mistake. Being well-rounded individuals seems really important to you. What is that, and what's it like raising well-rounded individuals as opposed to some people get caught up in winning and wrestling too much a little bit?
I believe you need to try to strive for excellence in all facets of life. Whether that's wrestling, great, but you have to be great in every area. And as you know, wrestling will take you so far, but the lessons you learn in wrestling can translate into life. And so it's very important to my wife and I that the kids focus on their academics with the same intensity and drive that they do for wrestling.
Okay, so life. We're into life, you and I. You're into saving lives, okay? You're a doctor. You're an ER doctor. We had an incident here today. We had an individual who had an episode, right?
Yeah.
And you guys were able to administer first aid and save someone today.
Yeah.
What's that like? That's your life every day. That's your craft is saving lives and helping people. What's it like when you can help somebody and save a life?
Well, obviously didn't anticipate that happening today, and it's a very scary thing for the family to go through and very intense. Puts things in perspective quickly. But we had an amazing response from the people here, other doctors, paramedics, nurses, CPR, the AED, and the guy was talking to his wife when he left, which is just so impressive. So impressive.
You used the AED?
Yes.
Those things are not just a thing hanging on the wall. That's a real thing you use.
A real thing we use. And Jared just told me that they're going to buy, OAC is going to buy an AED, and they're going to get a doctor's kit that gives me a few more tools or other doctors that they're going to have it and take them to the districts. So this is a scary event that looks like it's going to have a happy ending and could change lives as you move forward. And at the end of the day, that's about this wrestling. You want to win, but gosh, when you have an event like that, it puts things way in perspective.
Okay, you're a traveling man. You've got a guy up in Ann Arbor, which is about an hour from here. You got these other 2 guys that are wrestling in high school that won championships last night in Perrysburg here in this gym. And then you got a youth kid. How do you spread it? Not spread yourself thin, but make sure you're kind of giving everybody the same amount of attention. How do you do that?
Yeah, it's a work in progress, right? I'm fortunate to have a wonderful wife. A lot of communication with the kids. They know I'm there, and just try to put myself to give the attention to each kid that they need, and each kid at different times needs more attention. And I guess it's my job as a dad to figure out which kid needs more attention at that time.
Okay, Mark Moses telling me a story about the Seagate Center. His kid broke his elbow at the Novice State Championship. You run the Novice State Championship.
Yeah, yes.
Unfortunate thing, but his kid finishes the match.
Yeah.
He was super proud of it. He's like, yeah, my kid finished that match, and it showed some toughness. But getting kids involved, how you guys are. OAC obviously runs a ton of events. You've got the Novice State Championships at the Seagate Center. Is that event something you're going to do every year? And what's the growth been like for you?
Yeah, this is our, I think, 7th or 8th year doing it. It started as 200 kids. It's for the novice wrestler, the brand new wrestler. I run a club at Delta. 90% of my kids are novice by definition. They're new, they're green. They can't make it to the OAC state tournament. I wanted to give those kids an opportunity to compete and get exposed gradually, experience some success. So we went 200 kids when we start. We're up around 800 kids now competing at the novice state tournament, which will be February 2nd at the Seagate Center.
February 2nd this year? Do you try and stay like February, end of January? Is that like the same
weekend? The goal
weekend?
would be all February, either the beginning or the end of February. Yep.
Okay.
That's the goal. If we wanted to get those novice kids and new kids, we don't want that season to be too long, right? Keep it in perspective. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Yeah, we need to keep them involved and not have them quit, right? It is, like you're saying, it's not a horse race, it is a marathon. how do I become a better dad? Help me out. I need some magic. Can
You know what? I know you're going to do a great job. I just think, if you give the time to the kids, if you care, kids know if you care about them. And we make mistakes as parents, you move on. They make mistakes as kids, we move on. If you love them unconditionally and you push them to heights farther than they think they can get, isn't that what it's all about?
For sure. All right, you got anything else for me? I know you got a kid coming up. You got anything else for me?
No, glad you're here.
Hey, thanks for the time. Congratulations on the 2 titles last night.
Yeah, it was good.
And then Drew, Michigan. I'm going to talk to him about Michigan a little bit. Get in there, coach him up, save some lives, keep working, all right?
All right, thanks, Sam.